Just released Andre Wade once again. Come and talk about some things that's going on in my life and what's about to take place in my life. Still up in this hospital, laid up. They taking care of me though. Not what I really want for them to do, but what they doing their thing. But the bad news is, I gotta have heart surgery. Gotta have heart surgery. I think I spoke about the heart situation. How they wanted to admit me. Well, yesterday they took tests. Went through my artery. Some of my arteries in my heart is kind of messed up. Kind of clogged up. So I'm gonna ask you all right now. I had a visitation today with my mother and my sister, and we kind of they want to cut and go in my heart. I don't want to cut and go in my heart. Then they saying they can stitch, where they can go through like an artery or something, and they call the thing a stitch. I think some of you all probably know about that. Well, I was saying do it that way, because I don't want cutting on me. I think cutting on me is take a lot out of the person when they cut on me. What do y'all think? Just give me some comments on what do y'all think. Because I got to have the operation because some of my organs, some of my arteries is clogged up from the test they took yesterday. Showed something different. So, but it's a good thing because they was able to detect it. I went on and had the little test done yesterday, and it was a good thing I did. Even though I came there for my foot, I think my foot is kind of, it's still swollen and it hurts, but not as bad. I don't know what's wrong with the heel part, where it hurts, but there's no bone fractured in the heel. The bone is fractured in my toe, in my big toe. From the x-rays they had, big old scar. You would ask that y'all continue to pray for me. And just, allow God to place his hand upon me and do what he do. But I said, I got to. And if you're sick, you got to get fixed. So that's the way I look at it. I'm allowed them to take care of their business. I remember when I was telling you about the times I was growing up and I was playing Little League football. I was playing for the Alameda Dolphins. One thing about I had some good times growing up, not just so much as bad. I had some really good times. We used to have a lady that went to church with us. Her sons was real good in sports, and they played for the Mustangs. And one of the boys, he was bad running back. He was bad. He gonna get 2-3 touchdowns a game, more than that sometimes. But we really enjoyed ourselves as kids. It was 4 of us, 2 boys and 2 girls. And it was somebody, a mother's friend, or a relative or something. I always wanted to take her somewhere, even though we was kind of bad. We wasn't just as bad. We was well mannered, and people used to take us places. And he used to have some girls when we was staying over there in the Wild Wild West. They used to have these girls used to love to take my brother, old pretty boy. I used to always take him shopping because he was old pretty boy. But I can remember those days when I was playing for the Alameda Dolphins, and how we used to always go to the Oilers game. They used to take us to the Astros game, to the Oilers game, but not as many as football games as it was baseball games. I guess, because the baseball games was more cheaper. But I remember them days. Them was good days, and back then we was probably the sorriest team in the league. The juniors, I played for the junior varsity team, and I think we had one year we ain't never about 2 games. Our quarterback, he had a broken leg, had a cast on his leg, trying to throw the ball. Our coach was a colored guy, and every time he look up, he whooping the ref. He having a fight. But we was just as bad. I remember sometimes he wouldn't let me and my partner play. I had a partner that used to live in my neighborhood who he was playing for the team before I was. And they would never let us play sometime because we'd be so bad. The coach wouldn't let us play. So on sometime when they had games, me and my old partner, we'll play football together in the ditch just to get money to come on like we had done played football. And played in the game. All the time we haven't even played. But it was just some good old days. I told you that they told me before I turned 15 I was going to be in state school. I ended up being in a reform school. That when I turned 15, they sent me to a place called Coastal Bend U City. It was a mixture of girls and boys. And the place was down in Driscoll, Texas, outside of Corpus Christi. And I think that was my first turn event of being away from home. My father, he wasn't living at the house then, and I believe this was like '79, and I was living with my father. Left our home around about '77. I was living with him, but I came back to live with my mom, but I went off to the reform school, and that was an adventure that was finna take a toll on my life that I wasn't even expecting. But it was an event that, from a city boy to a country boy, I told you they was calling me Fat Boy at the time, and this was one of the turns events where they would start calling me Cassius Clay. Not so much of me fighting as well, but I was finna form and change into a young man that I never knew I would be, because all the fat left me. I had high blood pressure and everything, high cholesterol, and the school nurse, they put me on a diet. And when I got on a diet, and I used to exercise, and I used to run, and I started loving it, and I started doing it more, and I started losing a lot of weight. I started doing, and it was a good thing. It wasn't just so much of a bad thing, because I was sentenced to be there for 1 year, and this was finna be something I told you it was gonna be. It was finna be something that I never expected would take place in my life, but it took place, and I'm gonna share it with you all. But they about to bring us this food. It's about time for me to eat, because I'm tired of these snacks. So I need something solid to go in my belly. So I will be back with y'all before them Texans come on. Just release Andre Wade, and I'll get back with y'all.